Well, hello there. This is Andrew Morrison, the Chief Service Officer for the MIM network of labs. We have all these labs all across the world, and they're working together to create some exciting content that will combat the COVID-19 pandemic. So we're halfway through the program. Today's update is Thursday, July 23rd. Those of you who have not seen our program overview, you can click on this YouTube video right here, and that will bring you up to speed in terms of our previous presentation. We also have a folder right here for our manual and other presentations, and we have a Discord networking site that you can click and join. I keep telling people mine is a present. You're being watched, and I'm a snitch. Okay, so we need to make sure we maintain a family-friendly environment. Discord, we can monitor all conversations between our interns. So, what's our structure? We have independent labs. Everyone who joins us, hey, you're an independent lab, and we're numbering nearly 2,000 students. We also have joint venture labs. This is where students are actually working together on different projects. And then we have the Prime Lab, Octopus Prime. So we have basically 29 primary labs, and they go from Lab A, Lab B, Lab C to Lab 1, all the way to Lab 26. And Lab 26, I believe, is our Spanish cohort. We are encouraging those of you who are independent labs, if you're a joint venture lab, we are encouraging you to connect with a prime lab because a lot of our activities will be driven by the moderators of our prime labs. And I'm sure they're willing to play nice and invite you into their sandbox. If you're a new member, once you join our Discord site, go to the channel entitled Seeking a Lab. Sell yourself. Tell us about who you are. What can you contribute? And there are moderators who are constantly looking at that channel, and they'll go ahead and tell you to, hey, join us. If you have any troubles with Discord, send us an email at staff@medicalmentor.org. That's staff@medicalmentor.org. Early on, we were mentioning the fact that we were teams, but now we're labs. We are an interconnected series of labs all around the world. Students from Ghana are logging in, people from Egypt, from Haiti, from Dubai. It's exciting to have so many students all around the world participating in this program. So, goals. I'll be encouraging students to have a 2-year plan. Where do you see yourself within 2 years? I really want you to add this MIM experience to your resume. A number of our students are college graduates, and they're going through what they call a gap year. It's a gap between college and health professional school. So we want to be able to support them in that gap experience. I'll be working with them separately to have them consider a master's program that will actually link them to a MD or PhD program. And don't be worried about funding. I cannot afford a master's program. There are funds out there, and we want to make sure that you are a more competitive applicant when it comes to applying for those funds. When it comes to goals, our program doesn't really end on August 6th. This is only the beginning because MIM, we're coming to your school. We're coming to a school near you, and your job will be to bring the MIM project to your school, whether it's elementary school all the way to graduate school. We'll be talking about developing partnerships with your provost. Maybe we could even launch a 1-credit course. Let's do this again. Also, I would love to transform these virtual labs to physical labs. There's some opportunities out there. Stay tuned. We're looking at doing a conference planning grant to be able to have a conference with a network of schools all across the country talking about remote learning experiences and remote internship experiences in labs. And also there's small business innovation research grants, which will be a topic that I'll be covering in the future. But just believe and understand that this is going to be a long-term relationship, and there's so many opportunities. I just can't wait to what the future holds for you. Quick note to all my labs. Your lab is greater than your initial research topic. I have big goals for you, okay? So really think about the fact that your lab doesn't have to simply focus on cancer for now. It can focus on other diseases as your membership grows. I'd like you to always be willing to reevaluate your role. I know everyone elected you as the moderator, as the co-moderator, but things do change. Life can go bump at times, and it's okay. if you have to step aside and offer someone else the opportunity to fulfill a certain role. My primes, get ready to replicate. On the early in the process, many people were like concerned, I don't want to handle any more people. But guess what? If you replicate, which some people have done, hey, just split. And by splitting, you're able to then divide and conquer all this wonderful work that I'm giving you. FedEx for life. Those of you who know me, I'm a big believer in a site called FedEx that NIH has put together, the National Institutes of Health. And this is a folder right here that leads to several protocols that Miss Bastista has put together that I want people to take a look at. I'm only joking here when I say middle school students should approve the final survey, but I'm not joking. But the whole key is that you want to have, I have college and grad students who are creating these surveys that need to be more simple. And if the middle school students in your lab can't understand it, then rewrite it. Think about developing new roles based upon needs. We need a FedEx guru. I'm talking about FedEx all the time. So someone needs to really understand how FedEx works. This FedEx toolkit, understand the power of search and what can appear and how those questions can be included in your survey. Think about having an usher. Okay, there'll be so many new people joining your labs that have a team, a welcome committee that will bring them in and make them feel at home. Social media sensei by platform. We're about to take the world of social media by storm next week. We're going to break the internet, or broke the internet, and divide it out to different team members. Also, there'll be so many projects. Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm giving you a new project. So think about having folks serve as project managers. I want to see a peace officer. People are asking about pre-work. What's the pre-work? The only pre-work I gave you was to read a book entitled How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. I read this book when I was 24, 23 years old. I was promoted 5 times within 2 years when I worked in corporate America. Very powerful book. Will increase your social and emotional intelligence. Facebook business pages for your lab. Almost everyone has started one. And guess what? I'm giving out $50. That's real money, for real, for real, for real, for real. $50 advertising budget to each of my prime lab. Okay, not my independent labs, not my joint venture labs, but all my prime labs. I'll be giving you a $50 budget on Monday, July 27th. And on Tuesday, which is our launch day, you'll be able to spend the money advertising your survey. Keep in mind, social media is not real. Okay? Don't take this stuff too seriously. So for now, focus on creating a professional profile on Facebook, on LinkedIn, on what have you, on Twitter, because people are looking at it. Our middle school students, our high school students, get your parents' permission first. So we have these Facebook pages. So you'd like to begin to upload some content. Understand your metrics. What's your strategy? What's your posting schedule? How will you grow your page? How will you engage people who come to your page? Maybe you can do surveys. Maybe you can do polls. Read up. Best practices, Facebook business. Number of resources out there make you a Facebook guru. Start to invite your friends. Hey, build your social media brand. People have already begun to start creating Facebook pages. Here's a COVID Avengers. Yay, COVID Avengers. This is their page. Let's take a look at that's the COVID Avengers page. All right. These are just started, but I love it. I love the creativity. This is Quantum Solutions Lab. I like it. I like it like that. And they already have several things posted. Okay, people are posting infographics. Maintain your health, wash your hands. Quantum Solutions. Mind Benders Lab. All right. And Health and Innovations Lab as well. Okay. And Epicure Labs. All right. So these are going to be the repository for the work that the students will be developing. They're also working on YouTube, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, Snapchat, Pinterest, MySpace. I said, let's do MySpace. They kind of voted me down. But anyway, and also Twitter. So our students are going to be able to combat all of this information by using social media. Next up, our launch day will be Tuesday, July 28th at 12 p.m. Eastern. We're going to release the hounds. We're going to release these surveys into the wild. I'm looking at keeping it open for only 7 days. You can push back on me as to why you may need more time, but that's what I'm thinking right now. There's so many projects you have. How about selecting a project management tool? I like Basecamp. There's a free version of it, basecamp.com. Take a look at all your content. Within your lab, add your logo, add a hashtag, and don't forget to add mentoring in medicine. Expectations change with project status. I tell people to go slow. I tell people no deadline, but once you become a project, I change. Give it to me in 48 hours. And so we're creating some exciting projects. One project is called Radio PR. We're developing radio spots for Puerto Rico. Also, things on the go, I won't say wrong. You're going to have some undesirable results during the course of this internship. Guess what? This is work-based learning. Guess what? There's no syllabus. Guess what? This ain't school, son. So things are going to go wrong. It's okay. There's no answer in the back of the book. You're not really getting a grade. I can give you a grade if you want, but be gentle with yourself. Be gentle with each other's. This is a place of learning and growing. What are some of the tasks you should be working on? I know the whole world is fixated on COVID-19, but there are other health issues as well. So think about creating infographics, memes, scratch videos on other health topics. I have some special projects from some clients. I have healthcare professionals who need help. Stay tuned. I'll be giving you more projects. Also need you to reach out to some of these professionals. We'll be having a professional liaison committee. I'm going to need some people's help in terms of risk management. Who wants to be a lawyer? The issues around privacy, minors, HIPAA, intellectual property, liability, Federal Trade Commission, terms of usage, a lot of deep stuff out there. Risk management. Let's think about that. Hey, you're learning so much. What about developing instructional videos? All right, so your lab, you're learning so much this summer. And if you were to develop instructional videos to teach other students, that really helps to build your brand. I came up with a new idea called Media Miss. Attention to Media Miss, where you can create 60-second or 10-minute videos that challenge the science behind some news stories. There's some news stories out there, that's not really scientific, and we are citizen scientists. Next project is to draft the constitution for each of the labs. What's the name of your lab? Vision, values, shield, logo, slogan, and song. Membership. How do you define membership in your lab? It's pretty open as long as you're committed to working. Consider forming an executive committee, moderator, co-moderators, and a few other key positions, because guess what? With any organization, sometimes folks need to come together, executive committee, and talk about certain sensitive things, especially if you feel as if you may need to have a nice, encouraging conversation with a member. Once again, things may go wrong. It's not wrong, it's undesirable result. I correct myself. So we may need to ask some members of your lab to leave. I don't want that to happen, but if there's some gross violation of privacy, of bullying and other rules we have set in previous content, talk to the person, bring it to me. But seriously, the executive committee, moderator and co-moderators, you have a tremendous responsibility, and I'm sure you'll be able to handle it. I'd like you to have official meetings. So maybe your official meetings are once a week or twice a week. Well, once a week is good, just to discuss house business. Be clear about your roles. Be clear about your expectations. The election process, if you're going to do it again. Decision making is majority vote. Do you think these labs will continue past August 6th? You betcha. You'll be able to keep working. Hey, why not? I can join the party later on. And please, in your constitution, make every attempt to abide by lessons learned from How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. And your constitution has to be ratified by me, Andrew Morrison, your chief science officer. Medical school tutors. Our middle school students should be tutoring, of course, with parental permission. Who to tutor? Other middle school students. Who you can tutor? Elementary school students. Who you can tutor? Kindergarten, pre-K students. And here is a link to a series of lessons. So just watch the first lesson on how to be a student instructor. It's called Yes, I Can Be a Scientist. After you watch the first one on how to become a student instructor, you are set to watch these other lessons with younger students, and your parents can help you organize it. They're fun activities as well. They'll learn about the heart, and they're going to also create infographics by hand. Fun, fun, fun. You now have your own tutoring company. And hey, feel free to develop new lesson plans. Hey, I'm following your lead. What are your friends and family who are younger than you? What do they think about some of these exciting lessons? Oh, video resume. My college and grad students, really, really important. Well, high school too, but oh, I want to sell you. Make sure you get parental permission. I want a 60-second voice-over slide presentation that has your name, your photo. Hey, tell me about your role in the MIM Internship program, your career goal, educational journey, accomplishments, relevant coursework, and outside interests. And here is a sample of one person's video resume. It was a little bit longer than 60 seconds, but make sure you make it 60 seconds. I really want to sell you. Once again, read my favorite book, How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. Assign a member to read the book and give me a video on some lessons learned and how you can apply those lessons toward your lab. Top secret mission. I have a top secret assignment. I haven't fully released it yet, but it'll be released in due time. Virtual medical mission. Wave your flag. Wave your flag. We are going global. Give me a country, but you can't really target a whole country. You can only target a block. So give me a town. We have Haiti on deck. We got Puerto Rico on deck. More countries will be following. Find a contact. It could be your cousin. Make sure it's a cousin who you trust, though. Then you want to find some images to produce a 60-second profile video. You know what? You can make a longer one as well. I like 60 seconds, but you could do another one. Or 60 seconds, or you can say, I'll say end. You can do a longer, maybe 8-minute one. Okay. We'll give people the option of watching both. The purpose is to give people a feel for what's happening, not in the country, but in the town. All politics are local. All healing is local. Healing is local. Hashtag healing is local. That sounds pretty good. Give me a one-page overview. I like just one page. Some of you are so used to writing 20-page documents. So don't do that to my brain cells. So give me a one-page overview. You're going to conduct a needs or health literacy assessment. This is very, very simple. Establish an advisory board. Don't stress about that, but think about having other health professionals take a look at what you're producing. Then we want to produce and distribute culturally relevant healthcare information. We're doing radio spots. We can do a WhatsApp video series. We can do text messaging lessons. The sky is the limit. Let's begin with a radio spot that we can deliver locally and other content as well. The great thing about this is that because you have the connect, we can do a longitudinal study and follow up with these individuals over time. Haiti is now in project status. There's its own channel. We're going to focus on the town, and we need to get a project manager. We're very focused to have one of our parents has a radio station who can make this thing happen in an instant. And so upcoming dates, we have parent training on Thursdays at 8 p.m. and College Plus. I meet with them on Fridays from 10 to 2 p.m. So that gives you a wonderful update in terms of what we've been doing so far. Join the Discord private networking channel, and you'll be able to take a look at the different labs and see what we're doing, because we are all about saving lives. So thank you so much for joining us in this incredible journey, and we have only just begun.